Hello everyone. In today's avatar profile I'm going to be doing is it's one of Pandora's apex predators of the skies and one of the largest. And that is meet the Great Leonopteryx, or the Navi language Turok, meaning last shadow, is a species of large flying animal native to Pandora and is the apex aerial predator of Pandoran sky. This creature named in the Navi translate roughly to last shadow, as its preferred method of attack is from above, with its shadow being the last thing its victims see. And once they do it, it is already too late. The Great Leonopteryx is hypercarnivorous, feeding on mainly mountain and forest banshees, and occasionally on medusas. Under the rainforest canopy, the Great Leonopteryx will sometimes feed on the ground animals, such as hexapedes. They are solitary animals. They prefer to hunt alone, and has no natural enemies. It is closely related to the banshee, with many similarities and differences. The Great Leonopteryx is primarily colored red and yellow, with black stripes and blue crests on the top of its head and under its lower jaw. Though the crest can be absinthe or green, the crest on its head is razor sharp and can be used to injure or disembowel prey or cut vegetation obstructing flight. It has a large brain cavity, flexible membranous wings, stretch straight taut over a carbon fiber bone structure, powerful talons for grasping prey and puncturing, twin tails for flight control, flow through ventration for high performance, and large hooked claws. The Great Leonopteryx has powerful jaws which can open wide angle, capable of cleaving a mountain banshee in half. Despite their superior binocular vision, they are unable to see directly above them, most likely due to the protective brow ridge above their eyes. It would appear that the Great Leonopteryx is equivalent to a bird of prey, hunting, and while on the ground, hunting like a Quetzalcoatlus. Being an apex aerial predator of Pandora, this is not a problem for the Great Leonopteryx, as it has no need to watch for attackers. However, this weakness is exploited by Jake Sully, who jumps from a banshee from above the unaware Great Leonopteryx and tames it through Sahilu. The wingspan of the Great Leonopteryx is more than 25 meters, 75 to 80 feet. It can even exceed 30 meters. Its wings are composed of individual finned members that can separate to act as a slot air file or overlap and seal to form a solid surface. When separated, they can rotate individually to induce or redact vortex formation. These fin members are not unlike the primarily feathers of some terrain birds. The fiber composed bones help the animal to achieve flight through the dense Pandoran atmosphere, as with other flight animals of Pandora. Unlike its smaller cousin, the banshee, it retains all six limbs, with its middle pair of legs serving as stabs, and its rearmost pair have taloned feet, which are used for grabbing prey while diving or to provide a stronger kick while taking off. The Great Leonopteryx has four large yellow eyes with black pupils, and two main eyes are in the front of the skull, and the two other located their rectangular antennae base. Due to its size, the Great Leonopteryx would not be dense jungle hunter like banshees, but would have very little trouble on the plains or near cliffs or mountains, where it could feed on mid-sized animals or banshees. It also has it also has what appears to be two rather short tails. These may simply be extension of the rear fins. The functions of these is unclear. It may be to increase agility or perhaps play a role in display. The Great Leonopteryx are difficult to locate. This fact is exacerbated by the associated risk with trying to locate a resting place of such a massive, dangerous animal. However, some have been sighted in the Hallelujah Mountains. Members of the species mate for life and breed once every 2 years. Primarily, the Great Leonopteryx travels alone and occasionally in pairs. However, unlike mountain banshees, they have never been observed in a swarm or any other form of high concentration. They hatch from eggs. Saville once told a story about the Great Leonopteryx eating a young Navi for stealing one of the eggs. Although the Great Leonopteryx are wary of encountering their own kind, it is documented that the team of avatars observed a battle between two Great Leonopteryx in the space of 3 hours. The battle ended when both fell to the forest floor from their mortal wounds and were believed to have been dispatched by large packs of viper wolves. They are territorial towards one another. They will clash and fight for dominance or for territory for mates. They would either give up and let the winner take its territory and the loser backs away, or fight to the death with no victor, because both of them will die together, and been eaten by scavengers. The fierce magnificence and formidable statue of the Great Leonopteryx gave the species a central place in the Na'vi lore and culture. It is celebrated in the dance, song, and with elaborate totems that symbolize both fear and respect given to the creature. Indeed, the Great Leonopteryx is critical to the Na'vi sense of destiny and interconnectionalities. In the Na'vi culture, those who are successful in making the bond with the Great Leonopteryx are given the title Turok Matu, which translates as Rider of Last Shadow. Turok Matu is, to the Na'vi, a mythical hero who leads the people to victory during times of the great sorrow. Neytiri tells Jake that all Na'vi know the story of Turok Matu, which would explain why the clan is instantly reverent from Jake when he returns to the Ometakaya clan, bonded to the Great Leonopteryx. At the time of Jake Sully's introduction to the Ometakaya, no Na'vi had accomplished this for 4 generations, and only 5 have managed to match the feat since the time of the first songs. Jake becomes the 6th person to bond with the creature, which re-earns him the respect and trust of the Ometakaya clan, who had previously viewed him as a traitor. As Turok Matu, he leads the Na'vi into battle against the RDA, and after fierce fight with many losses on both sides, the Na'vi emerged victorious after banishing the humans from Pandora. Jake releases the Leonopteryx back into the wild, as the mythical Turok Matu was no longer needed. And that's it for this video. Like and subscribe, and see you later, guys.